Yeah, I don't know why this program acts up. All right, dudes. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this after but we were talking because for some reason this program is acting up. We still haven't gotten the hang of it.
We trust us. We've been working on this very hard these past today and all of last week as well. That we've been trying to see if we can figure the kinks out on this.
Yeah,
We apologize for this, and trust us. We'll get up to speed.
yeah. Like I said, this is gonna be the norm for a while. It's not. Just in about a month or two, maybe playoff times. That's when we'll get back to our setup. But all right. So we left off with obviously we said Renfro. I don't know. I don't know how far the stream went, but Baker Mayfield.
We were basically talking about Renfro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could skip Renfro. I mean, like I said, Ruggs Ruggs for me was the second round pick in the actual NFL. But hey, what do we know? Yeah.
Let's roll on over to the
Browns,
Cleveland side.
the scammers. Baker Mayfield, man. Jeez, this guy. I mean, they could have traded for, or they could even activate Case Keenum. I don't know why they don't do it. I don't know why they stick to Baker Mayfield if this is in the system. Maybe with Chubb coming back after this bye week, it's gonna be good. But so far,
Maybe.
But so far, man, Kareem Hunt. I mean, he ain't doing it for me, man. 14 carries, 66 yards.
Kareem Hunt has to back up Chubb. There's no ands if or buts about that no more.
Yeah.
He was the number one over there in Kansas City, but he fucked it all up. That was his system that he had a chance to actually win a chip, and he decided to fuck it up.
Yep. So
hey, you're a backup. You're legit backup. Yeah, that's it. You're number 2.
Yeah. So and then Jarvis Landry has obviously fallen off a cliff for me. Harrison Bryant, I hear he's one guy to keep a lookout, and I mean, I don't know, man. With Baker Mayfield at the helm, I just don't see any light with any of these receivers. Like we were talking about, maybe Green Bay. Green Bay had a bunch of options they could have gone off of. They could have gone for even Jarvis Landry. You can imagine that. But
well, after this season, Odell Beckham Jr. won't be in Cleveland no more. I think he probably played his last down in Cleveland.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of potential next year, and who doesn't want to play with Aaron Rodgers, and Devontae on the other side, along with Aaron Jones in the backfield.
There you go.
So,
I can see that happen.
It's a matter of who's going to take the first bite.
Right.
So who do we got next, Steve?
Next we got.
Oh, that's probably yeah.
You want to go Colts and Lions?
We can go to the Colts and Lions.
Or you want to do the upset?
Let's go to the Colts and Lions quickly. I mean, that was just a shootout, and this is one of those things that you say about the staph infection.
Shootout, huh? I don't know. Getting blown out by 20 points is a shootout.
Well, I was exaggerating.
So, go for it.
Yeah, man. I believe Jonathan Taylor got hurt in this game, right?
Jonathan, yeah. That one's starting to bum me out a little bit because he's been on the decline lately, and if he's got injured or anything like that, that's definitely going to hurt his fantasy value. That's going to help out Naheem Hines, his stock to just skyrocket.
I mean,
and they got also that Wilkins.
Yeah, Jordan Wilkins.
Yeah, them two right there. They're going to skyrocket now. Their stock. Their value. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, like I said, Jonathan Taylor. They didn't. I mean, I don't know, man. I think this is a coaching fault because Jonathan Taylor was literally one of the up and comers next to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and then out of nowhere they start tending to Phillip Rivers, and we discussed it. Phillip Rivers doesn't really use running backs, He uses catchbacks. He uses his tight ends, and just one reliable wide receiver, which they don't have over there in Indy. And so, but Phillip Rivers, man, had himself a game: 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Wow.
About time.
Wow. I mean, this was the Lions.
Yeah, that's the only takeaway that I'll have from that is this was the Lions. He wouldn't be able to do that against someone like New England,
Oh,
or maybe the
absolutely.
Jet. He'll be able to do something like this against the Jets,
Yeah.
but you won't do this against New England. Won't do this against Houston. You know.
Yeah. And over there, like, there's nobody here that I would say, pick up, but maybe Hines, like you said. Jordan Wilkins, this was his first game, and he did get 20 carries, and Hines only got 5. So, I mean, it could have the roles could have been reversed, Hines could have gotten more carries, more yards. But hey, that's what it is. What it is with the Colts. There's no wide receiver over there either. I see a lot of people. Well, we said hit the panic button 2 weeks ago on him, and T.Y. Hilton is apparently on some people's rosters.
I would get rid of T.Y. Hilton ASAP.
Yeah, Jack Doyle I think is one of the biggest disappointments on fantasy football.
That one is, yeah,
huge.
Definitely disappointing.
So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to trust him. Maybe his injury is still, I'd play him. But we'll go over to the Detroit side. Freaking Matthew Stafford, man, throwing 42 times. I mean, if you need a quarterback, Matthew Stafford is probably your guy, man. He's going to just sling that rock, and whoever catches it, catches it,
Basically. But guess what? You don't have Galladay no more.
I don't know what's going on over there, man. Marvin Jones,
I don't know if it was a groin injury for Galladay? That's the one that's more important than Jones. Granted, I get it. Jones is a viable player, but Galladay was just your number one.
I don't know. I don't know what happened with him. We'd have to get back on that.
Look into it.
Yeah, but dude, DeAndre Swift, man, people should have sold him last week. Exactly, man. 6 carries and only 1 yard. Hey, yikes! But the one bright side about DeAndre Swift is that they're using him as a pass catcher from the backfield. 3 receptions, 22 yards, not bad. But this is one thing we said of him coming out of Georgia. When we evaluated our rookie running backs or diamonds in the rough, he was one guy that we said was a pure raw talent that wasn't going to be this giddy up guy in year 1. And especially with Patricia not really keeping him in the doghouse for too long, he's not going to grow.
He's not.
So,
I don't know. Especially if Patricia wants to do, when Patricia started playing around with Adrian Peterson. I'm sorry about that. Excuse me. When he tried to play around with Adrian Peterson as his starting running back for a little bit, that definitely hurt his value a lot.
Oh yeah.
It gave him something for him to look into and see how a veteran can actually run the rock.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing against Adrian Peterson. I just think if technically speaking, you're on rebuild mode. You get what I'm saying? So there was no need for you to really go out and get an Adrian Peterson. But
exactly.
But what do we know? Swift should have been sold. I see no value in him. Your boy T.J. Hawkinson, get him an actual quarterback, and he's gonna pop off.
There went his value.
Yep, they're withering away his value, man. He's definitely one of those top tight ends, but
yep.
I'm at Patricia. That's all I got to say. And I know you love this one. I'm glad I didn't play this guy. I know you played this guy, the chef. How did that feel, brother? Talk to me. How did the chef feel? I mean, we gotta talk about it, man. We gotta talk about the chef. How'd you feel about the chef?
Nah.
It ain't the business, chief.
Nah, he definitely laid the business on me. I'm good.
He lost me a game too, man. He didn't let anybody get the love. Adam Thielen only got 3 receptions, same as Justin Jefferson, and they both combined for 26 yards. I mean, they didn't combine for 2, but they each got 26 yards. I don't know, man.
But why you want to give the rock to Adam Thielen or Justin Jefferson when Cook is going to do that?
Hey, Cook is a selfish bastard. He could have been nice, man. He could have given the rookie a little bit of love in the end zone. He could have helped out my fantasy team.
Not even.
But he wanted to beat. But Dalvin Cook, man, the chef. This is his team. It's not Kirk Cousins, and I don't think it's Mike Zimmer. Their coach, Mike Zimmer, right? I don't think it's their team, man. This is Dalvin's Cook team, bro. 30 carries, 163 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 receptions, 63 yards, and 1 touchdown. 4 touchdowns in total. This guy was just a monster. I saw the game. The Packers couldn't stop a nosebleed, man. Their run defense is going to get him killed.
Basically, Cook told him, "I'm going to run it this way. Stop me if you can."
Yeah, man.
That's what happened.
And it kind of worried me about tonight's game too. That McKinzick actually could have had a really good game, or McKinnick. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said McKinnick.
But you already knew Aaron Rodgers was coming angry into this game.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And once again, Kyle Rudolph. I just want you guys to see this, okay? Irv Smith Jr., which is the tight end that I'm sold on, which I've talked to you about, and Kyle Rudolph. Irv Smith Jr. had
Kyle Rudolph.
Yeah, some guy I picked up like last year's draft. It's scrub. But Irv Smith Jr. had 1 reception, 16 yards, as opposed to Rudolph's 1 reception, 12 yards. Hey, all I'm saying, man, this kid, Irv Smith, if they actually utilize him right, he could be a problem. Kind of like we were talking about.
I know there was a rumor out there that they were talking about possibly getting rid of Rudolph, trading for him.
I think they were close to trading him, but just at the end, I don't know what playoff team needs a tight end. Maybe the Seahawks, if they could have given up a 6th-round pick. But, I mean, that they got Olsen over there, and I believe also Wilson. So I don't know. And Russell Wilson obviously loves Metcalf, and I already forgot his name.
Lockett.
There you go. I don't know why I was spacing out on that name, but yeah, on this team, the one guys that I keep saying to keep looking into, a lot of people still don't have Justin Jefferson in their leagues, man. Like, he's available everywhere almost.
I have him in my keeper league, so I have him as a 10th round keeper. So he's gonna be on my team for a long
time. Especially when Kirk Cousins gets out of there, it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? Monet. And Aaron Rodgers, man, 3 touchdowns, bro. That's how many he passed for. I mean, to be honest, man, this game was definitely won by Cook, and it was lost by the defense.
Yep.
I mean, it's just Rodgers can't play both sides of the field, man.
He can't. He can only do as much as he can, and then that's it. After that, it's up to the defense, and if they don't want to help him out, then what do you expect Rodgers to do?
Exactly, and they definitely did miss Jones in this game because Jamal Williams is not a bad backup running back. He could actually start in a couple teams, to be honest with you. 16 carries and 75 yards. He is someone that you say you need to know when you go into these drafts who are the backups. And I would personally think that Jamal Williams will be like a 10th round pick, 10 or 9, because Jones is going to go down, man. It's inevitable, Jones is just one of those guys that's going to miss 3 games. So Jamal Williams is definitely a good pickup. And other than that, man, I don't think that Green Bay needed a wide receiver in this trade deadline, man. Devontae Adams, he is being abused, bro. He had 7 receptions, 53 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And obviously tonight's game, what do you have? He had about 180 yards, right? He almost had the 200.
For tonight's game, he had 173, 10 receptions, 173 yards, and 1 touchdown.
There you go, man. And we on this podcast, obviously it sucks that we're not live to tell people how it is, but we definitely said that Jamal Adams was one of those top 5 wide receivers. Mm-hmm. But he's actually looking like he's a top 3 wide receiver.
He is.
So next year, man, I mean, like I said, if you're in a dynasty league, go for it.
I was about to say it's between him and DeAndre Hopkins that are the 1 and 2. After that, I'm trying to see who I can see as a number 3. Metcalf?
Possibly, but I don't think he's consistent enough yet, if that makes any sense. Because he got locked down by Pat Pete last week.
It happens.
So I just need to see a little bit more
Calvin Ridley when he got locked up too.
Oh, dude, Calvin. Well, they both had the same amount, right? Like they both had I think Calvin Ridley got spanked. But the difference is that Calvin Ridley didn't have Julio Jones, and DK Metcalf actually had Lockett in the game. Mm-hmm. So I mean, we can compare that all day, but I could definitely see him as a round like I could see him as a top 5 wide receiver. You know, if that makes any sense. Like he was definitely one of the
Yeah,
top 5 that you need to get because he's only going to get better. This
yeah,
is only year 2 for him. He's not even on his rookie year.
yeah.
You know, so next year is going to be no. In 2 years, that's when I would definitely snipe him up. If you enter into a dynasty, keep this man because next year will be his 3rd year, and the year after that, he's on his contract year, and we obviously know that guys come to get paid.
Yep.
So now we're moving on to one of the biggest slaughters, and you know, in
We're really gonna talk about it?
I'm just pissed off, man,
Okay, let's go.
because tell me why every time I'm playing against in the league that you're in, like everybody's quarterbacks just decides to have like the most miraculous game of their lives. I get spanked by quarterbacks.
So who had the best game of his life today on that game?
Oh my goodness, Patrick Mahomes, man, 31 completions, 31
Oh man,
completions out of 42 attempts, 416 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions, no sacks,
I'm sorry. How many touchdowns?
5.
5.
Yeah,
How
that's
many? How much? How many yards?
416.
Son of a bitch!
Oh, dude, he spanked me.
Damn,
He spanked me. He spanked me on my
damn. For
league.
somebody that you think is so under or overrated and whatnot, he
Well,
definitely had himself a game. Maybe
well,
maybe you drink a little bit of Capaheta.
well. If
Maybe you drink a little bit of Capaheta.
if Ripley from the Denver Broncos, our third string quarterback, could beat the Jets, I would have been disappointed if Patrick Mahomes didn't have a good game. Not even a good, a great. But
Vegas had the Jets at +20, dude. I've never seen I never I never seen that in my entire life, dude, where any
th-
team was +20. I've seen +14, but never +20. Only time I would see anything like that would be like in a college football game.
yeah, dude. I mean,
Like
they
that
didn't even
that's
get close.
that's freaking unheard of, dude.
Hey,
Plus 20, like, are you fucking kidding me?
they should have given me like a +25, and I would have put $100 on the Jets.
I would I nope, I would not touch that game. I would
Oh
have not
man.
touched that game, not even with the 10-foot pole.
Oh my goodness, bro. Tell me why Frank Gore is outperforming Lamika Perrin or Perrine, whatever you pronounce it.
The
How's
Michael
it
Perine.
Michael Perrine? Yeah, he outperformed him. And Sam Darnold almost had many more yards with less carries. I don't know, man. The Jets are a mess. We definitely need Sam Darnold out of New York.
As
Um,
long as they don't get Trevor Lawrence, don't even say that name over there in New York. Just fucking move right along.
hey, I think he's gonna
Don't
opt out,
ruin that
man.
man's career.
He's gonna
Don't
opt
ruin that
out,
man's career.
dude. I think Clemson would have beat this team. It's so bad, bro. This Jets Adam Gase team is so horrible. But dude, I'm kind of
Peyton
disappointed.
Manning is the reason why there's Adam Gase around. That's it. That's all it
I'm
is.
I'm disappointed in Le'Veon Bell.
Mm.
How? Tell me why Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Le'Veon Bell had the same amount of carries, same crappy defense team. Tell me why Clyde got 21 yards and Le'Veon Bell only mustered up 7. So he's still living up to his reputation of only 1 yard per carry.
He's a piece of shit. That's it.
Travesty,
I'm gonna say it
travesty,
out there.
travesty.
Like I said, he's trying to ride a coattail for another chip. I don't like that shit.
Yeah, he's horrible, man. He's horrible. Dario Williams had a better game, but hey, that's neither here nor there. And then obviously Travis
Kelsey had himself. Kelsey.
Kelsey had a game.
Boy.
Hill had a game. Hardman had a game. Demarcus Robinson, a name we really haven't heard of. He's like one of those Sammy Watkins.
He's more of a return specialist, and he had himself a game.
Yeah, even Clyde had what's it, 3 receptions, 10 yards. I mean, he's outperforming Le'Veon Bell, man. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the real deal, bro. He's saying you're not taking my job, man. Le'Veon Bell, but obviously there's nothing to see here. I mean, this was the Jets. There's no bright side. Uh, God knows. God bless any Jets fans. God bless their souls. God bless their souls. Can you imagine waking up and having a bunch of Jet jerseys hanging in your closet?
Nope, not even close. I don't want that.
I mean, you're a Dallas fan. You could compare.
Know that gang. I don't want no part of that gangrene JETE bullshit. Nope, I'm out.
Oh, dude,
I'm fucking out.
I can't wait till we get to the Cowboys game. Your quarterback's last name is so fun to say.
Let's just go into it. Let's go.
Do we? I mean, that's prime time. We can leave that for the last one.
Just go. You already mentioned it.
Why are we going to? Okay, yeah, we could probably end it with yeah. Oh, okay, we'll go over there quickly. So, how was Mike McCarthy? How was Mike McCarthy? The
still
only
coach.
The only guy I like from your team right now is Ben DiNucci.
Hey, you want to know something funny?
What's up?
DiNucci had basically better. He doubled up Tua's performance.
Oh yeah,
Tua had under 100 yards. I think what was it, like 90 yards, something like that for passing.
Dude, tell me why DiNucci was trying to do Patrick Mahomes throws. That was the best thing I've ever seen.
The little sidearm bullshit.
Dude, I loved when DiNucci did that. It was just that made me watch the game. That made me watch the game. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You sent me a text message and told me straight out the second coming of Mahomes. I saw that and I didn't even want to answer because I'm like, dude, just no, like, that's I fucking super lost. I fucking super lost. What can I say?
Yeah.
Once Dak went down, the whole heart of Dallas, the Cowboys just went down. It's a damn shame.
Oh my!
It's a damn shame that it take one player to completely collapse the whole fucking team.
That is so funny. Speak on it, right? I gotta charge. I gotta find the battery to charge this. So speak on it. Speak on DiNucci and speak on how Elliott has really been a disappointment.
No, fuck DiNucci on this one. This one I'm gonna put more on Zeke. Zeke, he needs to fucking step up. I don't care what it is. You need to solve that fucking fumbling issue. There's no ands if or but. You talk about I'm gonna take the blame in this and that. Now guess what? You're the next man up that fucking Dak wanted you to actually do something. Guess what? Now do it. Stop talking about it. I get frustrated and hearing the fact that you keep saying that oh, I'm gonna play better, and then you drop the rock. Oh, I keep thinking about dropping the rock. Yeah, if you keep thinking about dropping the rock, guess what? You're gonna drop the rock.
Definitely, that's an issue that I don't know why Zeke has underperformed, man. I mean, I'm very disappointed in him this year. Very.
Why are they not incorporating Cooper more into the game plan?
Luxurious number 2.
And it's appalling.
CeeDee Lamb, I think, finally got exposed. Keep saying it. You just can't be a seam route runner, man. I mean, they're gonna figure it out. Obviously, DiNucci doesn't have that strong arm. I mean, DiNucci, he is what you guys got him for. He probably came off your practice squad. I don't know.
They're taking the whole week who they're going to evaluate on who's going to start this week over there in Dallas.
To be honest with you, man, if you guys are really
who do they want to start? Who they want to fucking just sacrifice to the Steelers? Because they're going to get eaten alive.
Well, now that you mentioned it, I would start Dalton because maybe because he was a divisional rival.
You can't. He's on the COVID-19 list.
Oh, and DiNucci.
Why do you want to start him after that garbage that he just performed?
Who's your backup?
Cooper Rush, and then there's other kid named Garrett. Garrett something. I'll find out his name, but they're all fucking practice squad quarterbacks.
To be honest, bro,
if the way we're fucking playing, fucking might as well get fucking Kellen Moore to suit up for us.
Hey, look, brother. All I'm saying, man, is it sucks to be a Dallas fan because you guys were playoff contention.
Yeah, it does.
You guys were playoff contention, and out of nowhere, you guys dropped the ball. So.
Yep.
Oh, you look visibly pissed.
Not only that.
You look visibly pissed. Yeah.
Yeah, because we lost to a fucking division rival.
Dude, I don't know.
And on top of that, Carson Wentz was playing freaking garbage.
2 touchdowns, 2
15,
interceptions.
15 passes completed, 27 attempts, 123 yards, 2 TDs and 2 INTs.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you can't capitalize on those INTs? You're gonna only give me 3 points.
Oh man.
Really?
Hey man.
Like, no, I'm fucking done, dude. Like, it's fucking bullshit. I'm fucking done.
I bet you are.
Fucking time to clean house. Fucking clean house in Dallas.
Yeah.
Start at the top.
Yeah.
Start at the very fucking top with Jerry Jones. Fuck him. Get him out.
So Jones Jr.
Get him out.
Oh, you think the family should just be owners and hire a GM?
All the family should be just fucking out. Is not no GM, no none of that shit. Just fucking write the check and that's it. Get somebody that'll fucking be able to do that shit right.
You heard her here, folks. But hey, dude, I don't know if you saw, but Jalen Reagor was a big disappointment.
Who?
Yeah, Jalen Reagor at
All I see is Travis Fulgham. All I know is Travis Fulgham doing business over there like usual.
Yeah, man, Travis Fulgham. If he's in your league, as you pointed out, I think he's definitely Carson Wentz red zone threat. You know, none of the tight ends are emerging. None of the running backs are good, especially with Miles Sanders being out. We obviously know that it's going to be a Miles Sanders show as well when he comes back. But other than that, man, I seen the only light I saw from Dallas, and I've told you this since, what was it, week 1 or week 2? Trevon Diggs, man. That's your sunshine. You guys just need to build around him. But what do I?
Trevon Diggs is still getting burning for all those routes, dude. It don't matter. You can say he did this right, he did that right. At the end of the day, they're still getting paid over his ass.
Hey, you guys got no defense, so the fact that he's even trying to compete as opposed to Elliott and all these other guys.
At least I'll give him that. He's at least showing some heart.
Yeah.
Unlike fucking Elliott.
That's why I'd rather build around that leadership than build around Elliott's leadership. How do you walk with your head down all the time? That's all he did.
Yep.
Now, so we can...
I'm done talking about that game. You can keep going if you want to. I'm done talking on that shit.
No, we're done. We're done. There's nobody impressive on that except for, as you called out, the receiver for for the Eagles, Fulgham. But now we'll move on to this game where me and you have been calling for Jared Goff's head for just since off season. Dude, tell me how. Every time I watch Jared Goff line up in the pocket, like outside the pocket and not from the center, I was thinking to myself, this is going to be an interception. Lord and behold, 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles, and a couple sacks.
Anytime I hear Jared Goff name for some strange apparent reason, dude, like my head starts bumping, dude. Like I'm getting a fucking headache just hearing that name.
Dude, oh my goodness, man. Like, tell me how Cooper Kupp has 11 receptions, 110 yards, no touchdown. And then Robert Woods has 7 receptions, 85 yards, and 1 touchdown. Like, you know, and the sad part is the only shine I saw from this team, and he's garbage. This is showing me that the Dolphins are garbage at tackling. So if you get them in the open and you got a safety or a linebacker against them, they're going to miss their tackles. Was Cam Akers when he shook off, I believe it was one of the linebackers and a safety.
Cam Akers is going to get fucking hurt again.
Dude, we said it. Cam Akers is the 3rd string running back. We said that we weren't sold on him. He was, and then people were like, Cam Akers. And we were just like, dude, Cam Akers is actually pretty bad. Like, he is not good. And the warning signs when me and you saw is that this guy thinks he's a bruiser. He's not a bruiser. You know, he's no Josh Jacobs. He's no Derrick Henry. Like,
he ain't no Derrick Henry. That's for damn sure.
Like he's not even, to me, he's not even in that realm of being like Joe Mixon. You know, like he's.
You know who You want to know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Injury-prone Ryan Matthews.
Oh, you're right.
You think you hot stuff, and then you get crushed.
Yep, that is true. I mean, like we said, Akers, he's one bag of chips that I would have tossed away a long time ago. And then now,
Tua
Tagovailoa. I memorized it.
So, tell me how it was his time again, because let me see. Let me put out his stat sheet line real quick.
Go, pull up his sheets.
12 completions for 22 attempts, 93 yards, and 1 TD.
With a sack and a strip fumble.
And he's your future. And you're the future how?
If you watch that game, which I dreadfully had to watch entirely, bro, literally every other game was finished and this game was still going on. It was just so bad, bro. It was horrible, man. Like,
Tua. Hold on, before we go any further, Tua, how'd you like that introduction to the NFL by Mr. Aaron Donald?
Hey, and they didn't have Ramsey. So we obviously know Ramsey was going to travel over there with Devontae Parker. That's a matchup that me and you wanted to see. But, hey, Lord and behold, Ramsey got sick, not because of COVID, but because of some issues. And then Myles Gaskin, man, like, I'm telling you, man, he was going to benefit from Tua, and he did. He got 18 carries, only mustered of 47 yards, 1 touchdown. But even when it came to the passing game, he had 3 receptions and 16 yards. He was somebody that was going to do something. But I think, like I said, I think this was, to be honest with you, this was coaching and play calling fault, but it's also Tua's inability as a starter. Because literally,
as a quarterback, you got to learn how to protect your players.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, bro, Myles Gaskin, me and you have said it, he's not a power back. That's why they obviously had Matt Breida. But they used and abused them, kind of like we warned with Raheem Mostert. You know, you guys used and abused them, and now you guys have him out for 4 weeks. Congratulations! I'll give you guys a round of applause for that one. So, and then you know what's funny? We have a bunch of fans, a bunch of Dolphins fans that we know. They're rooting for Tua, but riddle me this, Batman. Tell me why they plugged in Tua, and then a week later, the news came out that they want to see what Tua is made of. Because the Texans are doing bad and they have their first round pick, and they're possibly thinking about picking up another quarterback, another Josh Rosen moment. You know, hey, it is what it is.
Speak on it, Dolphin fans.
That's what I want to hear. So basically, what you're telling me is that you don't believe in Tua enough for him to stay back and learn from Ryan Fitzpatrick. What you're saying is throw Tua in the fire. Let's see what we got. If he's trash, hey, we have a pick from the Texans.
Yep.
So, yeah, it is what it is. That game was horrible. Tua is not the real deal. A lot of people have said he underperformed as well. A lot of independent analysts. But obviously we know that every analyst, Hall of Famer, that reports for CBS and Fox, they were all up on Tua. But in all honesty, man, he played horrible. Played horrific.
Yep. Garbage.
And like I said, Parker, he's going to be one guy that's going to benefit from this. So I'm pretty sure he's locked up in every league. That's not a debate. And then we got a couple. Well, we got 4 more games that we can go over, and then we'll do our picks for this week. That's coming up quickly.
Let's get these over quick, dude.
Yeah, I know because yeah. So quickly, Pittsburgh versus the Ravens. Gosh, bro, did we not say that Lamar Jackson was not the real deal? And Lord and behold, 4 picks, a couple sacks. Oh no, 2 picks, right? He could have had 4 picks.
Yeah.
2 picks. He could have had 4. And you know, his own boy Brown, Hollywood came out and said, "What's use if you have your soldiers but you don't use them?"
Yeah. Because Hollywood Brown's not being used.
And so he got called out, and let's see what Lamar responds with. Lamar, you're the leader. You want to get that Mahomes money. That's what he claimed in the beginning of the season. Yep. Lord and behold, like I said,
J.K. Dobbins.
What'd I say? That was my boy. I dropped him.
J.K. Dobbins came out, finally balled out. 15 carries, 113 yards.
Against an impressive pass rushing unit.
Performance for you.
Mm-hmm. That's the boy. That's my boy. I was rocking with him. I dropped him because obviously Ingram. But now we know Ingram is out. That's another running back that's going to be available in the offseason. Cheeseburger being selfish and not passing to anybody but his boys. But once again, we said Eric Ebron was going to be part of this offense, man. And Eric Ebron, 4 receptions, 48 yards, 1 touchdown.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who called that one?
Right here on F and Dudes.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
And
That's what the fuck
and
I'm
what
talking about.
and what did we base it off of, Inc? We based it off of 1 reception, 16 yards. I still remember. That's
Yeah.
what we based it off
Herbert.
of.
Yep.
And people called us crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Oh yeah. But I was already sold on him at the beginning of the season before that reception even happened. I even told you.
Yeah. And then once I saw that, I was sold. I was like, Ebron is gonna be it, man. He's gonna be that tight end that's gonna emerge. McDonald, he's done.
Yep.
So now we'll move on quickly to the Denver Broncos versus the Chargers. Oh man, obviously I rock my Bronco gear, and the Chargers are still the Chargers.
Yep. Chargers gonna
They
charge
literally they became the Falcons. They blew a 24-3 lead. Literally, that's the score. 24-3. They blew that lead, man.
Justin Herbert, you can't do that shit again, dude. You can't.
I mean,
Justin
Justin did everything he could, but the team didn't put him in a good position to win the game. This was all coaching, but this is why I think Herbert is number 2. You know, especially because I have hope. I have hope in this kid, but
he's number 1.
Ooh. Oh well, I did say that. I did say if he had 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions against a Vic Fangio defense in his rookie year, I was impressed. And Lord and behold, it's exactly what he did: 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and we called it here. Or it was in our group chat that we called it in. We should have done an episode last week, so we would have had it as evidence. But Drew Lock came to life in the second half. I think he's gonna get better. I would stash him. I know I'm gonna. I have him stashed actually in one of the leagues. I'm just waiting to see what Cheeseburger does. So Philip Lindsay, Lord and behold, he's better than Melvin Gordon. 6 carries, 83 yards.
I don't
want to
hear that shit.
What'd I say? Philip Lindsay, that's my dog. I've been calling him. And then Justin Jackson, and another guy that I was impressed with was Tromaine Pope, the running back out of the Los Angeles Chargers. I think he's going to end up being number 2. He's going to overtake Justin Jackson. He's one guy. He's one guy we'll look into. And I hear crickets for Joshua Kelly. Thank you very much. I called that in the beginning.
I'm out.
I called that in the beginning. I told you in the beginning. I told you Joshua Kelly was not it, Chief. That is one UCLA failed product. Mike Williams, your boy though. That is one guy you have on the money. 5 receptions, 99 yards, 1 touchdown. You were on the money about that. You were Mike Williams guy. Nobody could take that away from you. I'm here. I know this man. You have claimed this guy for the last 2 years, even longer, I think. But you definitely mentioned him to me last year. So Mike Williams, that guy, it's him and Keenan Allen over there. They're both going to get their sugar. It's just a matter of who's going to make the Kool-Aid, you know. And it's so happened to be Mike Williams made more of the Kool-Aid this time. So I know he's available in some leagues, and if you're thin, pick that man up.
Yeah, definitely.
Other than that, to be honest, man, Deshaun Hamilton, still not sold on him. A lot of people are giving him praise in Bronco country, but not sold on him. Jerry Jeudy, he has his shine, but once again, I said that he was probably number 2, number 3 rookie wide receiver. And then Albert, I'm going to call him Oak, because that's what they call him. Albert Oak, he is definitely going to be that pair with Noah Fant. So I'm not too trusting over there in Denver. Noah Fant is the truth, but they're definitely looking at Albert's way as well. So
no, don't be looking Albert's way. It's got to be Noah Fant's way only. I don't want to hear that shit.
Well, he's a Missouri guy, just like Drew Lock, and that's what I don't like.
I don't want to hear none of
that
shit. It better be the Noah Fant show. That's it, period.
Yeah, I want my Iowa guy to get the loving, but who knows? Now, quickly moving on to Chicago and the New Orleans Saints. This game went to overtime, man. Michael Thomas is needed in New Orleans. They need him. Badly. Alvin Kamara is going to get hurt eventually if Michael Thomas is not able to come through. You know? Okay. But Drew Brees still did his thing. 31 completions out of 41 attempts. 2 touchdowns. 0 interceptions. We bash on this man. I think, as people like to say, we have to eat crow on this one. Obviously, because he's performing enough without any wide receiver, man.
Well, when you're passing everything to Alvin Kamara, I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah, and then Alvin Kamara, like I said, this year he's worth every penny. 12 carries, 67 yards, 9 receptions, 96 yards, no touchdowns, but that's enough to get you 20 points.
Yep.
That man is money. Latavius Murray didn't do so hot. Taysom Hill, God knows what they're doing with that man. And like I said, there's just no wide receiver out over there. Maybe Traquan Smith. Yeah, no. Taysom Hill got 2 receptions, 30 yards, and 1 touchdown. Jared Cook, he's a good old reliable over there, but I don't think that's someone
didn't get a touchdown though.
Yeah, man. And then, dude, over there in Chicago, man, I don't know what's going on with Nick Foles, bro, but they got weapons. Saint Nick. They're just one guy away, bro.
Nick sucks dick.
They need a quarterback definitely, man. Because Allen Robinson is eating though with Nick Foles. You can't deny that, man. Allen Robinson, 6 receptions, 87 yards, and 1 touchdown. He would not have that with Trubisky.
No, he
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says.
You're right. No, he wouldn't.
So, Allen Robinson owners, good stuff. Another guy to look into, man, is their rookie, Darnell Mooney. He is one guy that has shown flashes, but he will be one of those guys that you pick up in the 8th round next year. He's going to be the number 2. Anthony Miller, he's getting outshined by Mooney. And then David Montgomery, that little workhorse, man, but he just cannot get into the end zone, bro. I don't know what's going on in Chicago.
When it comes to the goal line, he can't do shit.
He's scared, brother. Okay, so now that game, like I said, it was intense. Michael Thomas, though, hey, we both can admit that he's going to have a huge role when he comes back.
Oh, best believe he's going to fucking pop off when he comes back.
So owners, be patient. That's what I gotta say. Owners gotta be patient. If you're in the hunt, this man. I think he won't carry you entirely, but he will be one of those guys that gets you 15 and 20 points per game. And because we obviously saw with Adams when he was out, and then look at him, he comes back and he's lighting up the scoreboard, bro. Lighting it up.
I love it.
Now, last game, and then we're gonna go into our picks quickly, so that we can get this uploaded because I know you guys watch our stream. The 49ers versus the Seahawks. Badman Wilson.
So we
4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Okay, maybe he got hit a little bit, but he's still putting up numbers, man. Hey, what I tell you about my boy? I told people to keep an eye out on this guy. You know, he didn't have a lot of tape coming out of the U. Say it, Ink.
You're right. Dallas.
DJ Dallas, buddy. I done told you. I called it in our Diamonds of the Rough segment. Nobody can say I didn't. I definitely said DJ Dallas was someone that could be emerging as one of those star running backs if you give him time to grow. Now, he had 18 carries, 41 yards, but he had 1 touchdown, you know? And he did his work on the catching, man. 5 receptions, 17 yards, and 1 touchdown. This guy is a dual threat. You know, I think Seattle fans are safe with DJ Dallas and Chris Carson. Those 2 guys are going to do it. So, Carlos Hyde, goodbye. Anybody else, goodbye. Homer,
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So DJ Dallas is for sure available in like 90% leagues, guys. So if you need a running back, especially with everybody being in IR, DJ Dallas is not a bad guy to look at.
I'm gonna go get him.
Metcalf, brother. Metcalf, 12 receptions, 161 yards, 2 touchdowns. Oh, Lord.
This guy's just a fucking different specimen right
dude,
now.
We need a Megatron defensive end.
This dude's a man playing with boys right now.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, and people wanted to call him Megatron, Calvin Johnson. No, man, this is Metcalf. This is like the Hulk.
Don't call him Megatron. This is Metcalf.
This is Hulk. This is what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Hulk, man. The fact that Patrick Peterson held him the week prior is impressive, but this man I think Richard Sherman was playing, right? And he was getting burnt by Metcalf. I think Sherman actually got injured again.
We'll look into
So
that. I don't know if Sherman was playing against them or not.
yeah, I still think Sherman would have got a goal. Hey man, how about La Familia? Are they getting any love from you?
Why would they? Other than Ayuk?
Hey, you know what Jimmy G stands for? Jimmy
Hmm?
G, you know what that stands for?
What's
Jimmy
that?
Glassman.
What do we say?
Oh my goodness, dude.
Nobody wanted to protect Jimmy Garoppolo, and he rode Tom Brady's coattail.
Done, done.
Go
And
ahead. Go ahead.
when we said it, they should have never paid. They should have restructured Rob. I wouldn't even. Gosh, if you had to choose between Garoppolo and Kirk Cousins, who are you picking?
Fucking, I'm drafting a quarterback. Fuck that noise. I'll fucking tank and draft a quarterback.
Uh,
That's how bad
you're
that
getting
shit is.
Danucci.
But my boy Abuk, 8 receptions, 91 yards, and a TD. How about them
How
apples?
about them apples against the Seattle team, a divisional rival? You know, you called it. I watched the tape, and I right away I said this guy is going to be the one for La Familia. You showed me him because, like I said, we watched almost every college player coming out, and this was one of those guys that we did.
That's a lot of their
And then
tape.
this is one of those guys that I believe me and you can agree with. We said he was number two, right? It was Jefferson, Ayuk,
Justin
and then
Jefferson.
I believe we said it was Jerry Judy. But what do we know, right? We're just a bunch of guys that know nothing.
Nope.
Now,
Not
the
at all.
last thing before we're done doing the reviews for the teams, how about your boy George Kittle?
Bye.
Nah, don't say that. Don't say that.
Good job.
Don't
Good
say
job. I'm paying him. No, they got to learn. They going to learn.
it. But he's
Good
on your
job in paying
team.
him. You guys lost all that money.
Yeah.
Here's
Dude,
a fun fact. Here's a fun fact for you guys. All the people that the 49ers have on IR right now, total to close to about $81 million of their cap.
That's right. 81 mil. That's crazy. That's half. Like, that's half of the salary cap from this year. I think this year was like, what, almost 200 mil? And they weren't able to do. Yeah. So, hey, like I said, they need someone else at the quarterback helm, and they need someone to help out Raheem Mostert because everybody was hyped up on Hasty. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of bit a little bit, and everybody was hyped up on McKinnon on this game, but they didn't do nothing, man.
I'm not sold on McKinnon, not one fucking bit.
Not at all, man. I mean, the fact that, like I said, he could
was
have had
a
a
piece
breakout
of-
game today.
He was a piece of junk over there in Minnesota. He's still going to be a piece of junk over here in San Fran.
Oh yeah, and then like tonight's game, we'll go over quickly. I believe everybody had Green Bay winning. Everybody.
There's a couple people that did it over here in my little Discord chat, and they learn. They learn.
What the heck? Who the? Oh, I mean, okay. I mean, what do we know, right? So, yeah, man. Obviously, Ayuk was on IR. I mean, on IR slash no, not IR, COVID something, and yeah,
Most on
everybody
IR,
was just out for
on
them.
IR. Everybody's dead over there in San Fran.
Everybody
They got like second and third stringers over there playing, but hey,
dead. So let's go over to quickly. Like I said, we're just gonna go through these are things that what we think. The Texas for the Jaguars, man. What are you
Which
going
one?
over? Texas versus the Jaguars.
Texans.
I think once again Deshaun Watson's gonna have a ball out game, especially that they had their bye week. So and then another guy to look into in this game is Fuller, and we kept saying Laviska, man. Laviska is coming out, and I don't like I said he's not gonna be it this year, but definitely for the years to come, he is someone I would deeply take a consideration look into. Now,
Yep.
dang it, this division is so trash. I never even want to predict these. The Giants versus Washington.
Washington.
Really? You're going with them again?
I'm going with Washington again.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't even review the Giants game against Tampa, did we?
No need.
No need. Tombra did it all.
Tombra.
Danny Lyons.
Danny Dimes got close, but no cigar.
You know what? I could see it. Because Washington had their bye week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll agree with you on Washington. honestly, Danny Dimes, he's guaranteed 2 picks every game. It's just what it is. Ravens versus the Colts. I believe they're playing over in Indy. I'm gonna take the Colts, man.
Damn, you going that one, huh?
Yeah, I'm going.
You going both?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going.
I'll go with Lamar. I'll go with Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think that the Ravens are gonna win, but this is one of their trap games. I think they're gonna sleep
Could
on the
be.
Colts and they could win.
Could be.
Now, one guy to keep an eye lookout, and I would stash him would be J.K. Dobbins. Like we pointed out, if he's able to run all around the Colts, man, then J.K. Dobbins is going to be the real deal. And over at the Colts, I think Naheim's right, or he's one guy to look out. Or who would you look out for in the Colts? Because they don't got receivers,
Naheim.
right? He's one. Okay, now we'll go over to the Lions and the Vikings. Hey, I'm glad I'm not playing our man Tiger. Because it's the Lions versus the Vikings, and I think the chef is going to cook again. So I'm glad.
I believe so.
So I'm Vikings all the way. But another one guy to definitely look out for in the Lions if they utilize him, I will say, is DeAndre Swift.
Sure.
So that's
huge
if emphasis on the if. So, but like I said, Patricia, you just gotta get out of there. Stop wasting my boy's talent out there, and also take the staph infection with you. Take him with you. We don't want him. Now, Bears versus the Titans. King Henry all day, every day, on a Tuesday and a Wednesday.
Okay, this is the one that you're gonna be surprised.
You going with the Bears? You going with Chai?
I'm going with the Bears.
Wow. Care to explain?
Khalil Mack, Roquan Smith, and that front seven over there that Chicago has, they ain't no scrubs, bro. They ain't no scrubs. So King Henry's gonna have a hard day. He's gonna have a good day. It's gonna be a lot of smash ball. It's gonna be fun to watch that game.
It is. I would definitely watch it because obviously Kamara still had his game, but this is going to be a true test for the Titans. And like I said, one guy that I would bench this week is Jonas Smith. Obviously, his value has lost, and I know a couple of people have him in their league, but bench him. Bench him because, like you said, you pointed out what I was going to go to. They're going to have Khalil Mack and then a bunch of other guys that I completely forgot their names, but we don't give enough credit to that defensive line. So Jonnu Smith and all the tight ends are going to be out of commission for this game, but definitely look at AJ Brown to have a big game, and keep an eye on Mooney. That's one guy I will tell you. Keep an eye on Mooney. Chiefs versus the Panthers. Chief Kingdom's going to win this one. If CMC comes back, I don't know if you know this, but Chris Jones is on the COVID-19 list, so he's not playing this weekend. So if CMC comes back.
That's to take the Chiefs.
I'll take the Chiefs still, but I expect this one, if CMC comes back, to be a game that you need to watch because you need to see what the Panthers are going to do down the stretch. Yep. Seahawks versus the Bills. Come on.
Excuse me.
Come on. Seahawks versus the Bills. Who are you taking?
I'm taking Seattle.
Of course.
The MVP.
And the guy to look for is DJ Dallas. DJ Dallas. Metcalf is going to have a huge game, I believe. He's going to have over 100 yards with 2 touchdowns. This is
going to be DJ Dallas' time to shine.
Oh, yeah, this is DJ Dallas' game. Unless Chris Carson comes back, I still would keep an eye out on DJ Dallas, though, because if he performs anywhere good to what he did last week, he's taking Carlos Hyde's number 2 position.
For sure.
That's all I'm saying. Broncos versus the Falcons. I'm going to sound very biased, obviously, but I think the Broncos are actually going to beat the Falcons. It's going to be a tight one. Oh,
I'm going to take Denver on that one. I'll go with Denver on that one. I still don't have that much faith in Atlanta and all that. I have a feeling they're going to have another epic collapse. That's what I'm worried about.
Dang, freaking Ink always surprises me, man. Now, quickly now, Raiders versus Chargers. I'm going to go with the Raiders just because.
Chargers.
You're going to go with the Chargers. I mean, is this going to be such a good game? This is going to be one of those games where I picked up Justin Herbert. I know a bunch of people are trying to pick up Justin Herbert. This is one of those other games now where Justin has to show his value once again. You get me? This is the divisional game.
Yep.
The Raiders know the system. And then another guy to look for is Mike Williams. If he has a great game against the Raiders, and I know he's not on every roster, snipe him up. Hunter Renfrow, the same thing.
Definitely.
He's another guy to look at. If he does great in this game, snipe him up. Now, quickly, Dolphins versus Cardinals. Oh my goodness, Tua is gonna get killed. I think he's gonna get killed this game. Cardinals.
Arizona.
Cardinals are gonna whoop the Dolphins, and I think they're gonna expose Tua. If Metcalf had a terrible game against the Cardinals, what makes you think the Devontae Parker?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Devontae Parker's gonna have a good game. Steelers versus the Cowboys.
Yep.
Steelers. I pray for Danucci though. I will pray for my guy. I'm gonna pray for my guy.
Right, whoever is the quarterback in Dallas, because Jesus Christ.
Oh, this game, I'm gonna love this game. Saints versus the Buccaneers. Now, this one, this is a big if, because I believe the Saints won the first game without Michael Thomas. If Michael Thomas comes back, I am slightly, and I mean slightly, gonna take the Saints because AB is coming to play.
Tampa Bay.
Okay?
Tampa Bay.
For the sake of argument, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you with that one. It could go either way because obviously now they have Antonio Brown and Mike Evans, and then I believe Godwin is coming back. So,
yep.
If you sold Mike Evans, good for you. If you didn't, well, you just cross your fingers. And then we're going to be blessed with one of the worst Monday Night Football games, I think. I would take the Cowboys versus the Eagles all day, every day. The Patriots versus the Jets.
Patriots,
but this will be the...
Or should I say, Patriots defense is what I'm taking in this one.
You got that one right. Sam Darnold...
I'm expecting at least one pick six in this game. At least
You know what I'm expecting in this game? You know what I'm expecting? I'm expecting the Ghostbusters to come out of nowhere and scare Darnold. To be honest, man, there's no upset. Like, there's just no one to look out for in this game. Nope. I have the Patriots defense and special teams. That's the only reason I'll probably watch it. But other than that, if I had to,
that's exactly why That's exactly why I'm watching it for that.
Exactly.
That's it.
But like I said, this game is gonna be horrible. Well, that'll do it, dudes. Sorry once again we got cut off live. We wish we could have gone, but there's still little issues that we're fixing, and we hope to get. I mean, we had 5 people watching it, and that was exciting. I actually love that.
We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys watching and everything like that. Trust us, we really do. And like I said, if you want to talk or anything like that, please go ahead, drop a comment. We would have addressed it right there. Any questions or anything like that, we would have addressed it to you guys on the spot right there.
Exactly. And now,
so don't be shy.
Exactly. And now, the way that you're going to be able to enter into this contest, because a lot of people have been asking me about the jersey contest. I can't believe the jersey's getting more hype than anything else. But for you guys to answer, share this video, and then. Go follow us on our page on IG. Me and Nick are actually talking about probably doing Twitter and all this stuff. We're just not big social media guys, but we're gonna get into it. Go give us a follow, and then comment down below and go comment the post on our IG of the team that you want. So then that way you'll be entered to win. I think that'll be it, right?
Yeah.
So.
There you go.
That's it. Yeah, and then if you're picked a winner, like I said, we'll obviously tag you. And this is going to be like a whole November thing. So you have 3 weeks to still enter. And then we'll do the raffle. And then congratulations to the winners for the last giveaway, which was Mikey from the Dolphins, and I believe his name was Duffman from the Denver Broncos. So once again, dudes, thank you once again.
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you, dudes. This will be our norm just for a little bit. Once we get this figured out, maybe we'll even go live in our studio.
Definitely. Ooh.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you what.
You're going to go off.
Yep.
But all right,
anyways, dude, thank you guys so much. We appreciate all the love. Keep showing it. Like I said, you got anything to respond to us, go ahead. Please leave a comment. We'll take care of you guys.
Thank you guys once again. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.